Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy any other holiday.
Happy Hanukkah. Whatever holiday you are celebrating.
We include you all.
Yes, and
It is the season.
it is the season to be jolly, to be festive. So hopefully every day this month of December, we're 7 days out.
Yes.
7 days until those who are celebrating Christmas. Some of you have been celebrating Hanukkah already. The idea is, can you let go of your stress? Can you just really let it be fun? Can
You
you
accept what is right here, right now.
And what isn't right here, right now?
Yes. So I do hair, and I would like to touch base on this because I do see people just lose their mind, over the holidays, and it's such a reminder, especially when it comes to the gifts.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Gifts of holiday. Now, some of us have just set the bar so high for our children.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not outdo yourself.
Right.
It is okay to let go, say no, recreate anything you need to so that you are enjoyable. Most people are going to be taking extra time off, and so they also, on top of adding extra shopping, extra everything, they're working time and a half, and they're trying to go to more parties. They're actually booking up their weekends. We're just disintegrating. Sleep.
Yeah.
It's now, I need 10 hours, but I'm only giving myself 2 or 4. And so we're a week beforehand.
Yeah, and I like what you said, because if I'm stressed out, I am not very enjoyable to be around.
And the holidays are all about magic.
Yes, the magic. Yes.
Magic.
And one of the things, okay, now, so you do hair and you know how crazy that gets. So I'm a marriage counselor and a sex therapist. The one thing that doesn't happen during the holidays is that sex goes to where in a handbasket, because everyone's too tired, they're too stressed out, and the kids are running around, and we can't make love if the kids are in the house or they have to be asleep, and no one's going to sleep.
Opposite way, because now they have toys to distract them.
Yeah.
And hopefully they have toys that make noise so they hear less.
Well, that's after the holiday.
Yes.
This is the 7 days getting the build-up.
We were trying to hide stuff, and now you're just keeping things out of place.
Right. So I'm going to invite everyone, if either self-pleasure, at least have over this next 7 days, at least make love twice, to yourself, to a friend, to your significant other, whoever it is.
Absolutely.
But quality. Really give yourself some quality time to make love, because it reduces your stress.
Yeah, holidays is a time where so much energy gets put out, and we want to give, but you have to include yourself as one of those people.
Yes.
Absolutely have to include yourself as one of those people.
I think as men, we naturally go to this place. So, but where we come up short is we don't want to poke the bear and ask for what we would like, which is.
Are you saying I'm the bear?
Can we make love?
Yes, the answer to that question is yes. We women are the bear.
Yes.
So holidays does bring more stress, and men want to deal with stress so differently, ladies.
Oh, yes.
Than what we do.
Yes.
How do you deal with stress?
I tell you, if you see me freaking out and you run over and grab my cock, I'm not freaking out anymore.
Really?
Yes.
So it doesn't even need the whole thing, just a touch.
I'm getting present. I'm getting present to my energy that can handle this, right? And so I think men, I don't know, and maybe I don't speak for all men, but I think in general, I naturally gravitate to.
There are 10 out there that are like you.
And we often, as we see our significant others, our friends, our wives, as we see them spinning off into stress hell, I'll call it. It's like we don't. I don't know. For me, it's like I don't want to add another, because it occurs like I'm adding one more thing on the list of things that are stressing them out, right?
Or things to do.
Yes,
now I have to add making love.
Now I have to make love to my husband because he wants sex. It's like, okay, well, I'll just take that off her plate. But who suffers? Well, we both suffer, really.
That's right.
We both suffer, and it's. I got to tell you, if I could say anything, break that pattern. Break that pattern. Men, learn to ask for what you need in a way that has your your wife or significant other or friend just relax and sees it as an opportunity to get out of the rhythm and the pattern that's making them stressed out. And you know, because here's the thing about problems and lists and all that stuff. You can actually set those down and make love and pick them right back up when you're done. You're not going anywhere.
That's right. That's right. And you'll be more efficient in accomplishing them because you'll be more relaxed and you'll do it happier, you know, and then the energy between you and your partner is better. The house is better.
Yes.
So there are many ways to deal with stress, and one of the best ways. Now, men, you said this, you know, off camera, that when a man is stressed, he wants to. Well, I could say he wants to make love, but you know, he wants to make love. You know, there's an intensity.
There's a grr to it.
Yes, that's right. There's a grr to it. When we women get stressed out, and if we're in our feminine, we're not in our masculine. We're in our feminine. You know, I want to crawl into my partner's arms, have them hold me and say, honey, everything's going to be okay. So my way of reducing stress is it's more feminine and it's softer. And one of the things that my mentors shared with us, not do it all the time, but occasionally, ladies, when you're stressed out, go to your partner and ask, will you please ravage me? Last thing we want.
Ravage me, massage me, hold
wait,
me.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
No. This is a different teaching. This is a different teaching. The woman flips. She gets herself into her masculine, asking her partner to ravage her and to make love to her. Men, when you want that, you come to us and say, honey, would you just hold me and pet me and tell me everything's okay? Because it's really repulsive in the moment that we're feeling that. It's repulsive to ask for that. But what happens, it shifts an energy in us so fast and it grounds us. So that's just something that you know, learning about sacred sexuality, sometimes you want to flip into the other person's reality.
This is the first time I've heard this. I love this.
And it really grounds us. You're not going to do it all the time. There are times when you're going to say, I really need to be held and just petted. And can you do it for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Always give a man a time frame. And really, when we women are in our masculine side and we have time frames, if you want a quickie, you say, honey, I really need a quickie. And I could say, I can service you. You know, I can service my partner. I don't have to make love to him. I can service him. He can service me. You know, and if you want, then pay each other instead of the person you're paying, you know, in getting the massage with happy ending. You know, you can just pay each other and add a little spark to that.
I love that. I think it's important to just remember, like, especially for women too, is the idea that there's so much stuff to do, the anxiety, like the whole world starts getting bigger and like you need that sense of like right here, right now. That like, I have time. I have 1 hour. I have 20 minutes. I have. Like in the whole scheme of things, getting much more realistic with like, what do I have? Right here, right now. You know, because all the shopping and this and that you have to do is like, you're not doing all of that today.
And if this is something that I've used for a lot of years, if my partner leaves to go buy some eggnog at the store, and he gets killed in a car crash, do I want the last thing that I remember is that I said yes, and we actually made love for that 20 minutes, or I said, no, I'm too busy? I mean, it's hardcore, I know. But we never know when, I mean, when we leave the house, it should always be with love and a hug and a looking into each other's eyes, even if it's for 3 seconds, because you will remember that for the rest of your life if anything were to happen. That's how I want to live my life, one day at a time, as if today is the only day I have to be with the people that I care about, that are my friends, and that I live with, my children. And, you know, and that's a way of, okay, that's a Christ consciousness. You know, if we're talking about Christmas, and, you know, Jesus was Jewish, remember that. You know, Jesus did not create Christianity. that was born from his knowledge and wisdom. He never left Judaism.
Yeah.
So when we talk about that Christ consciousness or the light, it's, it's Christmas. It's 7 days. Whatever you're doing, if you hear this, pass it on to your friends. Just share it with them. Give them a hug. Invite them to slow down. Yeah, slow down.
Slow down. What doesn't get done, doesn't get done. And if it doesn't happen on the day, if no one gets presents till after Christmas, that's okay. Why is that not okay?
Give a hug.
Yeah.
Give a hug. Give a Christmas hug.
Yeah.
Tell somebody
Give
how
a hug.
wonderful
Give a
they
tube
are.
of toothpaste. It doesn't even matter. That's what makes it fun. We know everybody has to use that.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, a tube of toothpaste in the Christmas stocking. That's great. Mom, what is this? A tube of toothpaste?
Chapstick and toothpaste.
But the beauty is, and the magic is creating anything you want and need, and not forgetting yourselves and your partners and what those needs are when things get hectic. That realistically, still, you and I, right here, right now, are important.
And when we're really getting into the melee of this whole holiday and getting all of those things choreographed for dinners and for birthday or for gifts and all that stuff, sometimes that can get pretty chaotic. I would say not sometimes, I'd say all the time. And, I would challenge anybody to just make love once or twice. Watch what kind of clarity comes through. Watch how the choreography and what you're thinking suddenly shifts. Suddenly there's something that you didn't see before that now you can see. And it becomes more efficient. It becomes more, relaxed.
Much more efficient.
If changing things up, if this isn't a practice that you've ever tried during the holidays, because stress does get the most of you, here's a perfect opportunity this year. Just see what happens if you do it different.
Yeah.
It could be the start of something so great, which, if we're starting new beginnings, New Year's is around the corner.
That's right.
But putting a little different vibration into your norm can it could be for something good or...
Something that just popped into my head is never overspend. Do not use credit cards to overspend. That is not what this holiday is about. If you need to get the family together and make brownies and cookies, that costs a pretty penny too. I've spent more money baking than I have in buying presents. But the idea is you don't have to overspend. That's not what this celebration is about. Go outside, look at the stars. If you have a backyard, and build a little fire and roast marshmallows around it. This is a time of, it's winter, it's hibernation. So if you feel, if you need a little more sleep, if you need to relax more, it's darker earlier. So you might have that feeling of wanting to be indoors and not running around. Honor the season, because the animals do, the plants do. The only things are us people that we tend not to honor the natural shift, what we eat. We want more comfort food. We want more hot food. The more aware we are, the more we can be in alignment and in flow. And we can actually, Christmas Eve, Christmas morning, the 8, days of Hanukkah. It's take the time to really value the beauty and the stories that go. The stories of the holidays, maybe the traditional stories, then maybe family stories. So I'm gonna share one family story. And I did not have much money, and my son was young. He was in elementary school, and I really wanted to get him a special Christmas present. And I ended up going to a shelter, and there was 2 kittens, and they were brothers, and they would only let them go together. So I bought the 2 kittens. That was the only thing he got for Christmas. And when he now was a young adult out here visiting with me, I asked him, what was the one Christmas that you remembered? Because there was one Christmas I bought him all sorts of gifts and presents and everything. And he said, Mom, the one Christmas that I remember it was my best Christmas ever is when you brought the 2 kittens home. I was the poorest. I had the least amount of money. So it's like, let your heart speak.
Oh.
Let your heart speak when you gift each other.
That was everything.
Oh,
That is it. Beautiful.
So, happy Hanukkah.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Blessings.